Hey, what's up my friends? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor, and today I'm going to share with you 5 characteristics of a soulmate relationship, which you probably already have some. We have many soulmates, and we're living in a time where it's just becoming more and more commonplace for people, as their vibration continues to raise, to start to attract like vibration relationships into their lives. You also might be able to look back through your life and see that you've already had soulmates coming and going in your life as well. I just had a Skype session with these 3 awesome ladies the other day, and when I got off the session, when I was like done, I just knew. I was like, wow, like I knew they were part of my like quote unquote soul family. It was obvious. I've had this experience before, and here I have had it again. And oftentimes when things happen to me like this, I find that there's a correlation. It's not just Victor, it's that I'm curious if you guys are having this happen as well. That's why I'm going to share with these signs in case you don't really know how to identify one. So again, here are 5 characteristics of a soulmate relationship. Number 1 is it's not a purposeless reunion. Usually it holds a purpose. You guys help each other in some way. I had this buddy that I grew up with, I would consider a soulmate, definitely. He's a good friend of mine named Derek. And I met him at a time when I was very self-conscious and shy, and like I am introverted by nature, believe it or not. And he was like the opposite. He's this like fiery, confident, very like intelligent, boisterous type of guy. And he really like helped, just being around him, bring those qualities out in me, and I really gained a lot of confidence just being around him, just seeing how he was. And we kind of stuck in each other's lives like a magnet pretty much through many different like life stages. And though we are parted now, I'm living in San Diego and he's gone, we still have like a brotherly like bond, and I helped him as well. He comes from a more dysfunctional family than I, big time actually. And he has a lot more darkness and pain that he grew up in. And I helped him just because I've always been on this path of self-improvement. I have helped him in that way as well. I've had a recent encounter with my boy Aaron Dowdy. He's another YouTube guy. When I talked to him, we kind of met up not too long ago, and he really helped me be at ease with the YouTube situation. He has a YouTube channel as well, and he's not fazed at all by the feedback. He's got such an easy-going attitude with that, like it doesn't affect him at all. And at the time I met him, I was going through like, I was experiencing some challenges with dealing with the negative feedback I was getting at times, the hateful comments. It really affected me. And just in talking with him, it really like showed me like, wow, it's possible to not really give a shit at all. And after talking to him a few times, I like released that big time in myself. And there's aspects of him, he wanted to quit his job and start coaching and being like an online guy like me, and it's something he didn't know, and I helped him with that. I just shared my knowledge with him. And so the soulmates, oftentimes they come to help each other at the right timing, in the right time of your life. You come in and you offer something to one another, which makes it so enjoyable, because it's a give situation. So it's not like a lopsided relationship at all. Number 2, it's a no strings attached relationship. There are no ulterior motives at all. When I met my buddy Aaron, I just had like the feeling like I just want the best for this guy. He's in a sense my competition on YouTube, and I would be happy if he like quadruples my success or subscribers on YouTube. I don't really care. I want the best for him, and he feels the same way about me. These ladies who I did the Skype with, most people, they'll hire me and they'll do a Skype session because they're struggling, they have problems, and they think I can help them, and I oftentimes do. These people, they just wanted to hang out. These 3 women, they just wanted to like chill and talk to me. They didn't have anything they wanted out of me. They just wanted to talk. And at first it like threw me for a loop, like, I wasn't used to it. I was like, there's got to be something, there's some motive, but there was not. They just wanted to hang out and support me out of the goodness of their heart. And it was beautiful. And they said that I have helped them too, kind of with the YouTube channel. That's out of the goodness of my heart, and I do it, and it's helped them. And there's just that feeling of wanting the best for the other person with no competition, no one-upmanship, as Alan Watts says, at all. It's just a real genuine attitude towards them. Number 3 is you might just have the subtle notion, the subtle idea that they might be in your soul family. Everyone has their own ways of coming into that kind of like knowledge. For me, I see like a light, a certain familiar twinkle in their eye, in people's eyes. Also, when I look at them, it's almost like a strange sense of familiarity that doesn't make any sense. An instant, like a really fast connection. And just because I've been going through this a while, I just have like, I can just kind of tell. It's just obvious to me, I can just tell. And I think a lot of you guys too can tell as well, but it's just subtle, so you might question it. That's why I'm making this video, to give you these signs. So you might just have the notion that they might be part of your soul family, and they probably are if you think that. And number 4, as I kind of mentioned, it's just there's a strange but notable familiarity that doesn't make sense. Your feelings towards these maybe people in your life that you just met, they don't really make a lot, doesn't make sense why you would feel so strongly about this person or have such a strange feeling like you know them. It's that your soul, on some level, your soul knows them. It's not maybe a conscious thing like, I remember you, we were lived in Roman times together and we did this and I was the brother and you were, it's not like that. It's more like the feelings you would have towards a person in those shoes without the knowledge or the memories. But there's a sense, a familiarity about them that you just can't put your finger on. You'll like when I hung up with these women, the Skype session, I just sat there on the couch, like, not puzzled, but really like, wow. Like I felt like, oh my, interesting. Just like, yeah, it's just hard to put words to it. Just a feeling like, I know them somehow, that kind of thing. And lastly, you don't have to put up any walls at all. You feel like it's just like almost a weird sense, like, wow, I can be myself, like fully, totally around these people or this person. And it's so welcome, like, wow, oh my goodness. Because you can sense they feel the same way about you. You can sense they accept you. All the feelings I mentioned you might have towards them, they have towards you, and you can perceive that they just want the best for you. They just love you. They just want to help you and see good things for you. They don't care about your little shortcomings that you might wrestle with other people and try to mask and hide. They just love you, your soul. And just having that sort of situation makes you feel like it's just so awesome that you can just open yourself up completely. And then it's like you help them do the same thing, and it just leads to a very incredibly authentic, high vibration, wonderful, joyous relationship type of experience and encounter. I've made other videos about this, but sometimes I'll renew a topic because I see and I have a feeling that it's relevant, that a lot of people, in fact I know this, I talk to people, I coach people, people are finding members of their soul family in the most roundabout ways. They a lot of times aren't going and looking for them because they're lonely. It's just they pop into your life in ways that you couldn't begin to even predict. But when it happens, it really, it's awesome on so many levels, because it makes you realize that there are people that you jive with out there, even though a lot of times you look around and you don't think so. That's nice. It also just shows you just how magically and divinely life really does unfold. And there's an acceleration of that divine quality to our life here on earth. And one of the perks is meeting like-minded, high vibe, soulmate types of people. There's a reuniting going on, a clustering effect of soulmates. It's a time to come together and synergize our efforts and help one another. And you might find that's happening in your life. So hopefully this video will give you some signs to where you can identify them if it's tricky for you for a little while. Eventually it'll become very obvious and just common sense in a way where you don't need a video like this But for those of you who it might be helpful, then hopefully it can help you. Have an amazing day, my friends. I will see you soon. Namaste.